Good morning and welcome to Monday. It is Martin Luther King Jr. Day for those of us here in the States. I'm getting ready to walk out to the shop. There are some days where I wake up ready to go, excited about tackling the day, getting stuff done. And then there's days like today where I'm really just not feeling it. But, it's cold out. We had a long weekend, a little bit tired, but that's not an excuse. So, gotta try to get out of this mood, get some stuff done, work on moving the needle forward. Got a lot to work on. We're behind on a lot of things. One machine's still giving me issues that happens to be running the winning razors that I accidentally listed a little bit early, so it's like I don't know, Murphy's Law. But anyways, we're gonna see what we can get into today. This was my favorite game growing up, Twisted Metal. And now you can play it on PS5. Right, Lan? Alright, so I didn't get a ton done in the shop today. This machine decided to give me that A-axis alarm again. I tore into it much deeper this time and was able to clean the solenoid, and so far it hasn't acted up anymore today, so hopefully that continues. That machine gave me fits a little bit earlier. It was the tool probe ended up just being, I needed to swap out the batteries. Luckily I had some, so that was back up and running. Because it was Monday, and I didn't really keep up with emails or support tickets over the weekend, I had about 40 support questions, and but mostly basic stuff. But that took up, a few hours of my day, which, that's the part of owning a small business. Only having, myself and Devin here is, we tend to wear a lot of hats. Monday is usually putting out fires and trying to get caught up from everything over the weekend. So hopefully tomorrow we can get rolling earlier. And have a more productive day. Yeah, I never really got out of that funk I was in this morning as far as just not feeling real motivated today, but I got a lot of the housekeeping stuff done, so hopefully tomorrow, like I said, we'll get rolling early. Although the weather right now, it's snowing pretty good, so if I had to guess, the boys will have a delay, and that usually complicates my mornings. So we'll see. As you can see, my life is a lot of, it's just go with the flow of things, I guess. This time of year, it's a lot of wrestling, so we just came back from wrestling practice. It's about 8 o'clock at night now. I'm loading up this machine, which is a little bit behind on our winning orders that I still need to ship out, so if hopefully within the next day or two we'll get all those out. Just trying to keep my head above water right now as far as orders and things go, and got to finish up the Ellsworth order went out, working on Paradigm, getting it set up. Once that's up and running, gonna get through those, and we'll be back to hopefully a little bit more structured days. But anyways, I'm gonna load these machines up, get them running, and I'm gonna go get a shower because I'm gross. Good morning. Well, as I said yesterday or last night, sometimes things don't go to plan. As you can see, we got some weather overnight and school's canceled for the boys. So Ash has to go to work. So I'm probably going to have the boys for most of the day, which is fine. But you tend to be a little bit less productive when you're trying to watch 5 and 7-year-old boys. So we're gonna make the most of it. I'm gonna try to get as much done as I can, but I'm also gonna try to, take advantage of, the time I have with them. Maybe we'll do some sled riding or something. But I get a lot of customer emails. Why hasn't my order shipped? It's been 3 days. Why hasn't my order shipped? It's been 4 days. I paid last week, and this is why. We're not Amazon, which is a good thing. And I have kids, Devin has kids, she's going to be late today and she's going to have one of her kids in the shop. It's just, we're real people. So this is why we don't ship right away. Things happen. So if you're thinking about being a customer of ours and you need to place your order and have your razor the next day, then we're probably not the company for you. And that's just me being honest, because I'd rather you not order from us than order from us and blast me with emails about why hasn't my order shipped, why hasn't my order shipped. And again, that's just me being honest, because I get tired of those emails. I get it if it's been a while or if I've made a promise to you, but we don't really make those promises. We say that we try to ship as quick as we can, and sometimes things come up and we can't, and it is what it is. So we appreciate all of our customers who are patient with us and understand that. So yeah, that's just me ranting, because yesterday I spent most of my day, or at least most of my morning, answering customer emails that were very similar to that, because we're a little bit late on the winning razors because we have machine issues and I accidentally put them in stock. So then 3 days later I'm getting blown up with emails, why hasn't my order shipped, why hasn't my order shipped? Well, things come up and we're not Amazon, which I think myself included, we've kind of grown accustomed to this: order something and it shows up 3 hours later or the next day or 2 days later, and we just we're so used to just having everything at our fingertips and getting everything so quickly that we've grown impatient. And after starting this small business, I've learned to be more patient myself, especially when I order from artisans or small companies, because I understand things take time and things come up. Especially a small family business. Sometimes you get snow days and you get to stay home with your kids, and some orders don't go out. So again, that's just me ranting. I appreciate the patience from from most of our customers. I think most of you understand that, and we're going to try to get better going forward. We're going to try to grow as a company and have more employees and automate our processes and build better processes so that orders don't take so long to ship. But right now, this is where we are. So anyways, I'm coming out to the shop here. I'm going to start up at least 2 of the machines, get them running, and then I'm going to go in, make the boys breakfast, try to do some computer work. Devin will be out here today, processing some orders and moving some stuff through the shop, but she's going to be limited today too, because her 4-year-old son's going to be here with her. So again, it is what it is, and we'll make the most of it. Snow day, boys. Playing some Candyland. Alright, so the boys are downstairs playing Twisted Metal on PlayStation, so while they do that, I'm going to try to get some work done on the computer. I got some programming to do and some website stuff, so we'll see how long that video game keeps them entertained before they start killing each other. Well, it's been 5 minutes and they're already fighting, so went about as well as expected. So let's see how I can keep them busy. Well, we've moved on to virtual reality. We're going to be riding roller coasters. Landon's working on his remote day homework. Pretty fun. Alright, the kids just went up to Ashley's parents for the rest of the afternoon, so I got some programming done while I was inside. Now I'm going to head out and I'm going to prove out those programs for the Paradigm Razor Diamondback. So that's where I'm heading now. Devin's been out here all morning working on orders. So trying to be as productive as I can with the rest of my day. So this machine's still giving me intermittent issues. So I got the new, this is like the brake pressure switch, which pretty much tells the machine whether the brake's on or off, I believe. Anyways, it's the easier and the less expensive of the two parts to swap out. So I'm going to swap it out and see if that solves my problem. So I'll take this panel back off for the third time in 2 days. And then I'm going to swap this out, and hopefully that takes care of my problem. Alright, so the old switch is out, and you'll notice something very quickly, that the old switch and the new switch look drastically different. Hoping that's not going to be an issue. This is the one they cross-referenced and sent me straight from the manufacturer, so we shall see. Well, so far so good. The new switch is in. I just indexed this thing around, jogged it around, and what was giving me issues didn't give me issues this time, so we'll see if that was the fix or if we're going to start getting alarms again. Alright, we're getting ready to run this Paradigm Op1 top cap here. Trying out a new tool. So typically, let's see if I can find a scrap piece here. I can't really. Let's go over here. So yeah, we'll use this as an example. So typically, to rough out around the posts and around the the threaded post, I use this just regular 1/8 inch end mill. The idea with this is you take kind of like a full depth of cut, and you take your full depth in shallow like radial passes. So I'm only taking, like, I don't know, maybe 0.010 of an inch with each pass. Now that puts a lot of radial pressure, so sideways pressure, on the tool. And titanium, I tend to break these fairly frequently. Stainless, it's not really a problem. Titanium, it definitely is. So this, I'm going to try this tool. This is called a high feed mill. You'll notice that there's no flutes, there's no cutting flutes up the shank here, only at the tip. And what you do with this is you take shallow axial passes. So I'm only taking like 5 thou at a time, but I can go much faster, and kind of just, like, I'll start at the top here, and I'll just step down going much faster, rather than taking the full depth of cut and taking shallow passes and running it faster. So that puts more axial force up into the tool, which the tool's stronger in that direction and the spindle's stronger, and it's a lot less radial force. So hopefully, in theory, this shouldn't want to break as often. But theory's always good. It's the proof's in the pudding here. So we're getting ready to try this on these Paradigm razors, so we shall see. Alright, so here my 3/8 rougher is running, so my bigger roughing tool. And then that 1/8 inch high feed mill will come out and rough what this tool couldn't get to. Alright, so 3/8 end mill just finished. That's what the part looks like now. I'll zoom in a little bit. There we go. So it's looking pretty good, and now it's time for that 1/8 inch high feed mill. Well, so far it sounds good. It should take a couple minutes to run here. We'll see what happens. See what it looks like after. Well, good news. Tool survived. Sounded pretty good. It still looks good. And then the part looks good as well. So that's just the roughing pass done. But yeah, it looks good. It took a little bit longer than the old method, but it's going to be more reliable. I'll take that all day. So yeah, so far so good. So I pulled that tool out to look at it under the microscope. You can definitely see that there's some wear on it. Up on the edge here, the coating's worn. So we'll see how many. You can see over here, the coating wore off pretty quickly, which isn't surprising in titanium. So we'll see how many parts we get out of it. Worst case, we go back to the old method and yeah, just sacrifice. We'll change that tool a little bit more often, but I'm hoping this one gets us some more parts, so we'll see. Alright, I call that a success. The threads are a little small, and that was my fault. I had some cutter compensation in that I forgot to take out. Everything else is measuring pretty good. So now what I need to do, I need to run another one of these. Then I got to cut soft jaws, similar to these, for top caps, and here's the base plate that I ran the other day. So I cut soft jaws for those. I already have them designed. Yep, I'm just going to keep plugging away. Once everything's proven out, soft jaws are cut and it's running, they shouldn't take too long to machine. But yeah, this is always the time-consuming part. So, but looking good so far. Alright, so today was kind of a wash. It's actually 2 o'clock here on Wednesday. The boys had a delay again today, so I got a late jump. Answered some customer emails, kept some machines running out here, worked a little bit on Paradigm. Yeah, it's just been in a bit of a funk lately. I think these delays and cancellations aren't really doing us any favors. Working on this Paradigm razor is kind of keeping me from, not really keeping me, but it's making it more difficult for us to keep our stuff running. It was back-to-back Aylesworth, now Paradigm, so, and always proving out like a new parts, new product takes some time. You gotta program, design the fixtures, prove everything out, cut the fixtures. I gotta do that with 3 pieces, obviously with the top cap, base plate, and handle. So I'm trudging through that. We're getting a little bit behind on orders. We've been having all these machine issues. So yeah, I mean, it's the life of running a machine shop and being a business owner. Is there's very high highs and then you get your low lows. And recently, like I said, we've been in a bit of a funk. So we've been riding these low lows lately. So hopefully it picks back up. Appreciate your support, your patience. If you have outstanding orders with us, we will get them. We will ship your order. We're just running a little behind, but we'll keep plugging away here. When we get Landon off the bus in about an hour, go pick up Lincoln, even though it feels like I just dropped him off at school like 10 minutes ago. Then we'll hang out. Got wrestling practice tonight. I might try to sneak back out here tonight and try to catch up on some things. We'll see. So yeah, it's really cold out today. It's right now it's about 20 degrees, but it was in the single digits this morning. It's supposed to get cold again tonight, so probably gonna have a delay again tomorrow, so we'll see.